President.
Thank you, Councillor. You see, when people are educated or talented, they have what we call economic independence and social mobility, and they tend to move. And Malaysia is not the only country that faces brain drain. Almost all developing countries faces this problem. Number one, this is no justification. That's why I say when we say that we train 200,000 talented people, your CM said it is shame on us for training 200,000 people. You look at the country's meritocracy policy. The number of non-Malays entering tertiary education have gone up. Last year it was 88.6% for Chinese. For Indian, it was 83%. In terms of scholarship, last year JPA, more were given to all races. 20% for the socially and economically disadvantaged group in Sabah and Sarawak. And we support that.
Bullshit!
This year, everybody with 9A plus will get the government bursary. No race is put into consideration.
After 50 years.
The talent corp is another good example of reaching out to the rest. So don't just use rhetoric, but nothing specific that we will train talent. And when we train talent, they say, shame on you. Because, why do we take the initiative to train? Because when we do it, because we felt we have a responsibility to complement and help what the government is doing. And when you can't do it,
1 more minute.
please admit that you don't want to do it or you don't know how to do it. No country in the world can provide and meet the needs of education for all its citizens. No country in the world. I can say that on record. No. That Lim Guan Eng's government is a fake one if he can promise everybody got education. It's a fake. It's a sham, I can tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the midst of even doing our own vocational institute because we believe that we want to train more technical people. So don't just use figure to frighten all of us. The fact that Malaysian can go overseas to work is a recognition that our Malaysian standard is of certain level.
Mr. President,
So our Malaysian doctor go overseas to work as doctors. Not like some country where the doctors come here and work as nurse. Then we got problem.
I'd like to now ask the Chief Minister to draw the third question. This question is to MCA, but I think DAP can also reply to MCA. When the law minister when the law minister told you and MCA apart, calling MCA a battered wife, you cowardly kept quiet. If you can't even defend yourself, how can you defend the riot's policies?
Was that a statement from the Prime Minister? You see, we must be fair in statement. When one of your leaders said that Perak Menteri Besar is a black metallic metal. Remember? Now there are among politicians walking in the corridors of power who sometimes get carried away, and we think that we should rubbish them by not honoring them to reply them.
Like you.
Yes, you dignify them when you reply them. Because, why do I say so? Because he may be a minister of law, but he is not the Prime Minister that calls the shot. If it comes from the Prime Minister, and I'm sure the Prime Minister will not make such utterances. So when one of your leaders says a black metallic leader, what did DAP do?
I think this is a very strong proof to show that the fact that MCA did not protest when somebody called them a battered wife, then MCA takut UMNO lah. But I do not want to get involved in the fight between MCA and UMNO. I think what we want to discuss is about policies. And when you talk about the changes that they mentioned, we do not deny that there have been changes after 2008. In some of the scholarship, yes, some improvement, marginal improvement. But all this happened because the political tsunami of 2008 Let us be frank. Do you think that if Pakatan had not won 5 states in 2008, would there be 50 million for Chinese schools lah, 100 million for Tamil schools lah? No way! No way whatsoever. It's because the people has spoken. Pakatan Rakyat has spoken that Barisan Nasional is forced to change. That's why we say these forced changes is not enough. We want to change Barisan Nasional out completely. My learned opponent just now said that we insulted the contributors to TAR College. No, we did not. We said that the establishment of TAR College is an indication of your failure to allow non-Malay students who are qualified to enter universities. That's why you have to set up TAR College as the consolation prize.
Correct.
And you talk about donations. Why did MCA reject 30 million ringgit from Kun Yu Yin? Why did MCA turn down 30 million ringgit from Kun Yu Yin? I think this shows that this is because of political consideration. Don't go and tell me that this is one of your greatest achievements when it is one of your greatest failures. We talk about talent. Do not forget, 2 million Malaysians, the best and the brightest left the country. Replaced by what? All the unskilled labor from Myanmar, Bangladesh. Are you proud of that, MCA? This is another greatest failure of MCA.
Thank you. And ask MCA President to pick the final question. Final question on the floor. What has Dato Sri Choi Soy Ling achieved in his time as Penang Port Commission Chairman? Other than cancelling the much needed 350 million ringgit dredging of the Penang Port and privatizing the port to Tan Sri Sat Mokhtar in order to turn it into a feeder port for Tanjung Lepas in Johor.
I think as the Penang Chief Minister, I feel very disappointed in my learned opponent's performance. Why? No performance. Instead of protecting the Penang port for the people of Penang, he has sold out the interests of the people of Penang by supporting the privatization of Penang port to Tan Sri Sat Mokhtar. Penang Port belongs to the people of Penang. Why is it that it is not determined by the people of Penang? Is that democracy, Barisan Nasional? Let somebody from outside decide the future and fate of the port. And we feel that when you can sell out the interests of the Penang Port, you will also sell out the interests of the people of Penang. How can you allow a main commercial port to be reduced in status to a feeder port? On behalf of the people of Penang, I tell this to my learned opponent. No, no, no. Implement the 353 million ringgit dredging of the port channel so that we can restore the former glories of Penang Port. If you do not know how to do it, never mind. Give it to the Penang State government and we will show you how it can be done. 我来给朋友讲啊，做给你看啊。Up to now, the chairman of the Penang Port Commission did not come to Penang to explain why he wants to reduce Penang Port to be a feeder port. Please show some courage. Come to Penang. Come on Monday night at the Chief Minister's office in Penang, where we have a meeting with all the stakeholders, stevedores, the Penang Port itself, the unions, the logistics people, the respective Chamber of Commerce. Let us have a discussion, and you can know from the people of Penang whether they support the privatization, not privatization, the piratisation of Penang Port.
Thank you, Chief Minister. President.
Sometimes it is very difficult to respond to people who know nothing about privatization. Why do I say so? Ask anybody, they will tell you it is not the business of the government to run business. It is the private sector that will do a better job. And if you look at all the ports in Malaysia, the only port that has not been privatized is Penang Port. All the other ports that have been privatized have done well. Today, the top 20 port in the world is Port Klang and Tanjung Pelepas. Why do we privatize these ports? For the sake of the Penang government, we privatize it. Why do I say so? Because the Penang Port has not been performing and not comparable to the regional peer. Its productivity, its efficiency, its